Hello, everyone. It's Marcy from Learner's Edge, and I'm here to help those of you that are looking to transition from paper lesson plans to something a little bit more flexible and efficient. I found few years ago that moving to digital lesson plans was ideal for me, being able to carry my laptop back and forth and have access to my plans wherever and whenever I was, in addition to the ability to share with colleagues and copy and paste from week to week or year to year was just wonderful. So I'm going to show you how you can do that, how you can create customized digital lesson plans. So in this tutorial, we'll walk through just the few of the basic steps, and then you can branch off from there. We'll talk about some of the reasons why I'm making the choices that I am in creating this lesson plan. So let's get started. The first thing you'll want to do is go to your Google Drive and open a brand new Google Slides presentation. Once there, you'll have a blank thumbnail like this. Oh, let's get rid of the little test that I did. You'll have a thumbnail like this. You'll want to delete any of the text boxes that are already there so that you do have a blank slate. One thing that I did do, you'll see the size of my sheet is much bigger. So I increased the size to an 11 by 17. Now, if you're not going to be printing this lesson plan page out, then that's no problem. If you are, you might want to consider selecting a different size. And the way that you can do that is go to File, Page Setup, and then here you can see I selected a custom size and then inputted the dimensions here. Again, if you're going to be printing 8.5 by 11 is a great size. Here I have 17 by 11. So the first thing that you'll want to do is insert a table, and you can select the number of rows and columns. I'm going to do 7 by 6 so that I have enough rows for the days of the week, Monday through Friday. And then I've chosen the number of columns based on the subjects that I want to include in my lesson plans each day. So what you'll want to do then here is give each of these columns a heading, for example, math, reading. If you'd like to keep a little separation for maybe a time when your kids are away, if you have specialists or lunch recess time, or maybe a block that you don't teach, you can certainly mark that on the lesson plan. And one thing that you can do is then just merge these cells into one chunk. So I did a right click, or you can go up to Format Your Table and select Merge Cells. And then go ahead and manipulate the size of all of these columns and rows to accommodate the amount of content that you'll need to put. Reading and math are sort of core areas, so I'm going to have a lot more information. So I arrange them that way. Perhaps you have science or social studies and intervention block that you may need less room for. So I'm going to go to the slide here where you can see kind of the final product and what it could look like. What I did is I formatted the headings here so that they're bold in a different font. I've also done that with the cells here that include the days of the week. I've made those bold a little bigger and changed the font a little bit so that it's more pleasing. And then I've added some color, which is kind of fun too. If you're using color in a way to delineate specific subjects or emphasize certain things, that's great. Or if you just love color, then that works too. But what I did here is clicked in the cell and then used the fill color tool to select the color that I wanted. So you can play around with that and select colors that work for your plan. Once I was able to format the structure the way I wanted it, with math, writing, and reading, having a little bit more space for all of the content that I need to include, science and social studies a little bit less. You can see I did mark off some sections here for the time when my students are at lunch and recess. If you would like to label those, you certainly can. What I like to do is insert a text box. And then I just type in there, let's say it's lunch. And I'm going to change the color of it because I created a very dark box. And I'm going to grab this little round button here to turn the text box so that it's going the other direction. And I'm just going to lay it here in that section that I marked off by merging the cells. And I'm going to just align that so that it's in the center. There we go. So now I can see I have my subjects before and then after lunch. You can do the same if you have any other blocks to mark off. So when you're ready to input content here, I just typed sort of my plan for the day. I included a link to a video that I'd like to use to introduce fractions. The way that you can do that is go out to the web, find a video. Here I went to Khan Academy, copy the URL, and then you just highlight the text and press the insert link button, paste it there. And then when you hit apply, that word is now a link that you can use when you're ready to teach. Same thing here with the reading section. I have a document, a Google Slides doc that I use to teach reading each day. I just linked that here for easy access as well. It's one of the great things about having digital lesson plans. Another great thing is that I was able to copy and paste sections because I'm going to be teaching them each day. So if you know you're going to be doing another lesson on fractions, you can hit Command C or Control C and copy that and paste it into another day or another week perhaps. And then another great thing with the digital lesson plans is that you can share these once they're complete. You can hit the share button and you can get the shareable link for those with access to help edit, just to comment, or maybe just to view. And then you're going to copy that link and then share it with whomever you'd like. So another, like I said, great thing is the opportunity to collaborate on lesson plans, or at least to provide some information to those that support your students as well as just you. Once the plan is the way you like it, if you'd like to recreate it for weeks to follow, what I like to do is click on the thumbnail and then select slide and duplicate. So now I have two versions, right? The first one might be all filled in. I'm done with that week. Now I'm ready to start planning the following week. So you can easily duplicate slides and recreate all of this content as it repeats from week to week. And then one other really, really awesome way to use Google Slides for your lesson plans is the comment feature. So if you are using these plans with other folks, you can communicate with comments. Someone has a question or an idea or wants to come in and help with a lesson, they can include that information here by writing a little comment to you. So there's a lot there, but I hope that throughout this presentation you've paused and tried out some of the things that we've showed you. I think you'll find that going paperless with your lesson plans has so many great benefits. And as you can see, Slides really makes it easy to customize your daily schedule and collaborate with others. So take the leap, toss out your old lesson plan book, and go digital. I know you'll love it as much as I did.